arty people. So today's video is going to be a bit of a show and tell of things that I've been making recently. Things that don't really need their own video, so I thought I would lump them all together and just show you them in this video. So I'm going to start with something that I made for my son. So it is a pizza kit toy. Loads of companies make them, but I wanted to do it myself so that I could personalise it. And also it'd save me a bit of money. So this is what I came up with, and I will give you a closer look. So here is the pizza kit. So I designed the label on Canva. I just used one of their like pizza shop templates, printed it on a sticker so it was easy to add to the box. This was just an old, I assume, pizza box. It was in my dad's garage, which I nabbed. It's been duct taped. I don't know why. So inside we have the pizza base, which I made out of, I found this like wadding, but it's quite thick and firm. I have it here. So it's this stuff, and it means that the base is quite stiff but still flexible, because like if I'd done it out of card then you wouldn't be able to bend it. And what I did, I just took a circle of felt on each side and then sewed a strip around the edge to make the cross, and I was really pleased with how that turned out. Then we have some red felt, which is the sauce. Then I made a menu of all the different toppings and laminated it. Seriously, getting a laminator is like the best purchase. And then we have the ingredients box. So this box was actually one that I sorted out in my sorting out my craft supplies video, and I was going to get rid of it, and then when I was thinking of what box I could use for this, I already had one sitting here, so I could use that. So again, I made a label for the front, and then the great thing about this box is the compartments. So we have all the different toppings here, and then underneath I printed out what they are. So I just did like a digital drawing for each of the ingredients. The same are on the menu. So it means that everything has its place. So we've got cheese, red onions, ham, mushrooms. If you have seen the Bluey episode Pizza Girls, you will know that the mushrooms were a must. Then we've got pepperoni, chicken, olives, and green peppers. So I was really pleased with how this turned out. And yeah, my son seems to enjoy playing with it. Manages to keep it quite tidy. He hasn't quite figured out like spreading out the ingredients. He tends to just lump them all on the top, and no matter what you order, he's going to give you what he feels like giving you. Ta-da! I mean, I enjoy playing with it, and because felt kind of sticks to felt, it means that it doesn't get too messy. It kind of sticks on for the most part. So yeah, that is one of the things that I have made recently. So I've also been adding to my craft fair stock. So I finished this little gnome bauble. I really like these. I made them for the first time last year, and I think they all sold out, so that's why I want to add some more for this year. And then I've been making some more octopus key rings. I say making, as you probably know, my mum does all the crocheting, but then I add the key rings and the eyes and the mouth. And I finally bought a pack of just black sequin eyes, because up until now I've just been looking through my mixed box of sequins trying to find two black ones the same. And then we have some more unicorn stockings. Now for these I bought some glitter felt. You might remember in the video where I was making these, I was umming and ahhing over buying some glitter vinyl, mainly for the mermaid stockings. But then over the summer I was stocking up on felt at my favourite indoor market stall, and I saw that they had some sheets of glittery felt. So I thought I just had to have them. So I got yeah, a pink, a silver, and a gold. They're a lot firmer than regular felt sheets as well. And they were just £1 each, and I thought they would be worth the go. And I think they're just the right thing for these stockings, because I wasn't quite happy with how they were looking with just the plain colour. I didn't know what else it needed. Glitter. It needed glitter. So I've done those. I've also started having some more custom orders come through my Etsy after it being pretty dead for a while. So I had an order for a custom dog face. It was actually from a customer who ordered one from me a few years ago for their dog, and they've since got another dog, so they wanted one to go with that. So this is the one I did for them originally. And then I will show you a bit of making the new one. So when I'm making a custom felt dog, I start by drawing the dog and working out which features will be different layers. Then I trace over my drawing to get each piece, which I cut out and label. These are then my pattern pieces, which I use to cut out the felt. And here it is finished. I always find that when dogs have these little contrasting eyebrows, it makes them look angry, but that's just how they were in the photo. After sewing it all together, I use a Sharpie to add some black around the nose and mouth and on the ears. Hopefully the customer likes it. And now we have arrived at the baking portion of this video. My son just turned 3, and for his birthday he requested a Spud cake. Spud is the scarecrow from Bob the Builder. Now growing up, my mum always made us themed cakes or character cakes, and when I got older I got involved with the design and the decorating. I actually have a blog post or two with pictures of all my birthday cakes throughout the years, so I will link that below. So even though I do have some years of experience of decorating cake is tricky. Basically, I'm not going to be applying for Bake Off anytime soon. So please enjoy watching me try my very best as I figure out how to make this cake the night before my son's birthday. And sorry about the audio, I got more mumbly as the night went on. I need one of those clippy mics. Welcome to my kitchen. Okay, so it is just about 8 o'clock in the evening. I am tired. I don't want to be making a cake, but I've got to do it. My son is asleep. He wanted a Spud cake, so we're going to give him a Spud cake. So, I already made the cake, as in baked the cake. I already had a bit of a nightmare with the cake. I was making it earlier while he was at nursery, so I had 2 hours set aside to make this cake. Put in the eggs and the sugar and the butter, mix it all together, put the flour in, empty out the flour. I got weevils. Weevils in my flour. So I had to dump all of those ingredients, go out to the co-op to buy more ingredients, and make the cake. Which I did manage to do still within that 2 hours because it's not a huge cake, so it didn't take that long to make. So it's basically going to be a Victoria sandwich. So I have already made some buttercream. Let me grab some jam. We are going to go for this lovely blackberry and apple jelly made by my mum. She is an expert jam maker. This jam my son calls dark jam. Light jam is the strawberry jam, but we are going to go for the blackberry and apple for something a bit different. Guys, do you even know what Spud looks like? Okay, this is Spud from Bob the Builder. And I did have to manage my son's expectations. He was expecting a whole body Spud. But I have tried to tell him it's just going to be the head. Just going to be the head. So, I'm just going to go round cake. Yes, Spud is slightly more oval, but he's going to be round. I am going to try and do the little sticky out bit at the top. But right, let's start with the main bit. So, does it matter which way round the Victoria sponge goes? Buttercream jam, jam buttercream? I might just Google a picture of a Victoria sandwich. Generally jam on the bottom, although it is not consistent. Jam, 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 we love jam. I still cannot believe it about those weevils. They'd got into 2 packets of my self-raising flour. And then I've got loads of other flour up in the cupboard that I'm going to have to look at tomorrow. I'm probably going to have to throw out loads of flour. I then immediately ordered some plastic containers on Amazon Prime, so they should be here tomorrow. Has anyone ever actually made the correct amount of buttercream? I feel like it's always either too much or too little. And if you're interested, this cake is completely dairy-free because my son is allergic to milk, or he was allergic to milk. He got tested over the summer and he's now no longer allergic, but we need to do the milk ladder, so he's still dairy-free for now. And actually cakes, making them dairy-free is pretty easy. You just need to use a dairy-free butter, so a margarine. Okay, that will do. I'm not doing a super thick layer because I don't actually like things really sweet, and there's going to be buttercream on the top as well. Now, if I was going like proper cake decorator, then I would be like covering this in fondant and properly trying to make the shape, but I don't like fondant and I don't want to work with it. So I'm doing kind of what works for us. Okay, that was the easy bit. Okay, so I have a picture up and he is kind of a light brown colour, which this is not. Do I have any colours? Let's look. So I only have a blue and a green, so that's just going to be like a turquoise. Not the right colour, but I do have cocoa powder. So just taste a bit chocolatey. That's fine, right? Should we add some of this? Yeah, okay. And this shouldn't have weevils in it because that is a sealed lid. Is that too much? I'm gonna put like a teaspoon in. Spud is kind of an orangey brown. And this is a brown brown. See, last year was easy because that was a cake like of my own creation. It was like a digger themed cake, so I just had to do like sand and dirt. And that was like digestive biscuits and Oreo cookies. That was easy, but when you're trying to replicate a character, that is a whole nother challenge. In different pictures he looks a bit more brown than orange. Here we go. Oh, I also have the bit for his little knot. So I made an extra cake like this, and then that will go there. Should I carve it? Okay, so I need to like... Guys, did I mention I'm not a professional? Not sure if that was obvious or not. I mean, he's a scarecrow, guys. He's not supposed to be neat. Okay, it's looking like a pocket watch. Or a Christmas bauble that's been a little bit battered on the top. Right, are we mostly covered? No, I missed a bit. I hope this chocolate addition tastes alright. I don't usually like mixing chocolate with jam. Although maybe it'll be like a Black Forest situation. I mean, it's not cherry, but at least it's the dark jam. I also now don't know what I'm going to do for the mouth, because I thought that maybe I would just add cocoa powder to the stuff and make the mouth a bit darker, but I don't know if this is going to get any darker. Do I just put straight up cocoa powder on top? I don't think that would taste very nice. Okay, just don't look at it from this end, okay? Okay, so for the nose. So the main reason I thought that I could do this cake is because for the nose, I thought that I could use, wait for it, an ice cream cone. Now my son actually loves ice cream cones. Ice cream, he doesn't like. I mean, you can't have most ice cream anyway because of the dairy thing. But we gave him some sorbet once, and he was not a fan. He did not like how cold it was, but he will happily just chomp on a dry ice cream cone. And what's really good is that most ice cream vans will just give you one for free. So Spud actually has a parsnip for a nose, and that's not bad, huh? Yeah, I thought it would stick out a bit more. Do I want to trim it at all? Might just take a bit off the edge. Is that a scissors job? Let's try scissors. What do we think there? Okay, squish it in. This cake is, I think, best viewed from about here. I almost need to like mount it on the wall. Okay, eyes. I bought some free from giant chocolate buttons, which don't taste bad. So hopefully I think they might be like the right size. So they're like this big. So Spud's eyes are like oval shape and these are circular. Do I try and melt this and make it circular? Will it even melt? Because I mean, the vegan cheese that my son has does not melt well at all. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. So like the underneath is melted and the top is moving. Is that the shape I want? Kind of. Should I just put that in the freezer? Yes. So he has like the pupils, but then around it's like much flatter. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon to like circle out his eyes. This is where the shape of the head not being the proper shape of the head is a bit of a problem. Okay, here we go. This is not doing what I thought it would. And I mean, toddlers are brutal, guys. So if this doesn't look like Spud, I'm probably going to hear about it. Do I just cut it out completely and have it be cake coloured? Decisions. I think that might be the thing to do. Let's get the eyes out of the freezer, see what we're working on. One looks better than the other. They're also not flat. That feels too big. That looks too big. Okay, I've just trimmed that with a knife and that's fine. I am going to redo this one though because that doesn't look right. Okay, I think I am going to cut out the bit for the eyes. It's time to gouge out some eyes. I don't know what to do about in there. What about regular colour buttercream? I don't want to make more buttercream. I just need a bit. It's working, guys. It's working. Here we go. That was like exactly the right amount of buttercream. Thank you. Thank you. And then my husband came home from work, so we were catching up on the day while I finished the cake, and you don't need to hear that. So what I'm working on here is the mouth. I decided to use the chocolate buttons. I cut out a mouth shape and then filled it with melted chocolate to get the darker colour I needed. And then I called it a night. While the chocolate was still wet, I feel like it looked extra creepy, but it looked better in the morning. So this is what the cake looked like in the morning once everything had set, and I'm pretty pleased with it. But what did my son think?
Like that doesn't look like... It does? Yeah.
Convincing. He did go on to say that it was the yummiest cake he'd ever tasted, so I'll take that. I hope you enjoyed this more random video, and if you're a crafter, let me know what you've been working on. Thanks for watching, bye!